Yeah, I like it. It's quite convenient. You can walk anywhere and you've got someone to buy something. So.
Are people allowed to do business on sidewalk in your country?
Yes, as long as they get a permit for it. So they set up a stall. Yeah.
No, in my country, no. You have coffee, you have restaurants, but you don't have like business companies, or I don't know how you call it here, but you don't have this in Spain.
Even in market stalls and coffee shops that they put tables and chairs outside?
But they pay for having the tables on the street. I mean, it's not that they have the business on the streets. They pay to have the tables on the streets so they can have like the restaurants and the coffees and everything.
Do you agree with the sidewalk business in your country? Or do you see how that affects the pedestrians?
It doesn't affect too many pedestrians. We don't have as big a population as you have, so it doesn't affect pedestrians that much. And also it's a way for other people to open up business that's more affordable for people to buy material from, you know?
Yes, I think it would definitely get in the way of a lot of people. You're sort of having to navigate around people all the time.
I've never given it a lot of thought. I think I agree with it insofar as there is a reason why people do it, right? They need to earn money. They need to earn a living. So in that sense, I don't think we should limit them. In the sense that, or insofar that it imposes risks on them or on others, then we should make sure to give them alternatives that they could still, maintain their earnings, but still entertain other people's concerns or address other people's concerns.
In your country, how does the government manage the sidewalk business?
I think that one thing that has been implemented is to move the businesses into designated markets. So this way you allow them to do their job, but it reduces the risk. You reduce the risk on pedestrians.
They grant them a license. They grant the sidewalk business. They have to have a license before they can operate. But when they do operate, they have to make sure that there's room. The police, or as we call them, guards, will make sure that they're well in off the sidewalk. There's room for pedestrians, etc., etc.
By the law, they need to rent, so they can have like some tables outside, because if not, it's illegal. So it's not as here that they have like all around.
So are there any conditions that must be met for sidewalk business in your country? Like requirements for locations, time limitations?
Yeah. So I think you do. I think you like rent out a certain period of time, or like you have like a license for between the hours of 2 to 3 p.m. and they only allow it. Like for example, on the malls, they only allow it within like certain areas along the road next to the mall. So
depending on the business, I'd say they'd have to stay well in a sidewalk, allow pedestrian room. Have to be hygienic if they're selling goods, vegetables or anything. Have to be hygiene rules.
So are there any time limitations, like at what time of day or anything like that?
I wouldn't be too well up in that, but I think there are. I think you can only start at 9 o'clock, for example, and maybe finish at 5 o'clock or something like that,
Okay.
Depends on, how busy that place is during specific times of the day. For instance, depends on the weather, how safe it is for people to conduct their businesses in a weather like this when it's pouring rain.
Do you think is if we developed the tourist attractions as a street business for the local identity, do you think is?
Well, I think that is really nice, because it's something local from here that I think that it will be sad to don't have this around Asia, because I think that is something from your country and from your culture, and I think that it's really nice like to go walk into the streets and see many things all around and not just inside of the shop.
Dublin, where I'm close to, we have a lot of what we call buskers, musicians, playing up and down different streets, and they're very popular, good for tourism. So I think I would agree with it.
I think so. I think it's unique. This is going along with all the sidewalk business has been a very different experience here, so it's been quite novel and quite cool.